Have you guys ever wondered what round a super boosted Admiral Brickel could make it to if she had the perfect map to play on? Well, dudes, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So the thing with Admiral Brickel is she is a really good hero, but she's more of a support hero. So I'm not exactly sure what the best map design would be. So I'm going to go ahead and play around a little bit with the map design to see which map design would end up working out the best. Alright guys, so I played around with the area a little bit, and I think this should be about the perfect size. That way all of Admiral Brickel's abilities can affect all of the balloons that are in this little circle here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and design this map, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as I'm done. Alright guys, so I think this should do for a pretty basic map. Like, I didn't go like too crazy here. I just added like a little water feature up here. These rocks that I do have placed here, they aren't clipping rocks, so you can place like towers inside of them. Because I want to make sure that you guys, if you guys want to play this map for yourself, but you guys had plenty of room to place down towers. So now that we have our map set up, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play and publish our map. Now, the funny thing about this map is I think this would actually be the perfect map to like test out the monkey sub, because I feel like I made the circle just the right size for the monkey sub, right? All right, so we have officially beaten our Brickel Pickle map. So now we need to come up with a name for our map. All right, so we're just gonna call it Brickel Pickle's map, because I mean, every time I say like Admiral Brickel, I always end up saying like Brickel Pickle just because it sounds funny to say. Alright, so if you guys would like to play this map for yourself, here is the code. So now let's go ahead and get started. Now, this one's going to be really interesting. Now, I almost wonder if I made the circle just a little bit too big. Because we need to make sure that we can buff our Brickel Pickle with a village. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and move a Brickel Pickle a little bit over here to the right. Well, actually, maybe to the left. We'll make it so all of the area is pretty much just within her range like this, but we need to make sure that she's close enough over here. That way we can buff her with a village. So let's go ahead and get started. So the reason why I designed the map in like a circle formation is one, because of her like big bomb. And the second reason is because the Brickel Pickle has no pierce at all, and she relies heavily on her explosives. So I want to like make the area as condensed as possible, but also big enough so when you place down her big bomb will be able to damage all of the balloons in her radius. So now, as always, we will need to start our farming. So with our farming, I'm gonna go ahead and like get a bunch of farms set up, and I'll go ahead and bring you guys back when we start to actually buff a Brickel Pickle. Now, honestly, when it comes to Brickel Pickle, I don't have like too high a hope for her, like making it super late game. Okay, so we're being buffed. I need to go ahead and sell this. That way we can go ahead and give our Brickel Pickle camo detection, and then let's go ahead and give her jungle drums. Now, the reason why I don't have like high hopes for Brickel Pickle is because she's only good at like destroying single target balloons. So as you guys can see, like an example right here, like we have all these balloons, but she's only shooting one balloon at a time. But Brickel Pickle will become really strong later on once we actually get the big bomb unlocked, because then when like there's a bunch of mobs on the screen, then we shouldn't have to worry too much about like ceramic balloons and other balloons like that, because the big bomb should hopefully take them out. Yeah, but even with just these few amount of balloons, she's struggling really bad. But then again, I ended up saying the same exact thing about Quincy, and then Quincy ended up like taking a solid second place. And if I would have microed the abilities a little bit better with Quincy, I feel like he actually could have taken first place. Now, the thing with Admiral Brickel is that she's not supposed to be like a solo hero. Like, Admiral Brickel is supposed to be able to support other water-based towers, and that's what makes her really strong. And the fact that we're trying to go late game with just the hero herself, we're kind of putting her at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now, obviously, we're just testing to see what round the hero can make it to by herself. But even if she's not able to make it to like a super lit late game, I don't want you guys to think that Brickel Pickle is a bad hero at all. So just make sure you guys keep that in the back of your mind when watching this. We're just testing to see what round she can make it to by herself. So in that sense, like Brickel Pickle is actually a lot like Pat Fusty when it comes to like dealing with balloons and stuff, because I have a feeling that Pat Fusty is going to be in a similar situation where he's a really strong supporting tower, but by himself he's not really that good, right? But we'll find out how good Pat Busty is in a future video. Now, I want to buff our Brickel Pickle with like an Alchemist, but if we buy an Alchemist right now, it'll end up stealing a lot of pops away from our Brickel Pickle. So opposed to like buying it soon, I'm gonna go ahead and wait until we can afford to buy the Permabrew first. And then after we buy the Permabrew, we'll go ahead and move the brew out of range of the track, and that way it doesn't steal too many pops from our Brickel Pickle. And then I have a feeling once Brickel Pickle levels up and she can attack a little bit faster, we won't be struggling as much. So actually, let me go ahead and buy a couple of levels for our Brickel Pickle. That way she does a little bit more damage. And that should help her out quite a bit. And then actually her level 11 seems like it would do really, really well because it deploys her mines faster. And her mines are actually her strongest asset. So I'm actually going to go ahead and buy the mines as well. That way the mines will deploy a little bit faster and do a little bit more damage. Yeah, dude, now that we have that mine, the mine will actually do a lot of damage to like Moab balloons. And then when the Moab balloon gets within range of our mine, like just watch, dude, that does so much damage. Yeah, so having the mine in the middle of the track is actually like the perfect spot. Because when you place, because the way I did it is that the mine is in the center of the track. And as soon as a Moab balloon gets within range of the mine, it does damage to all of the balloons in the circle. It's actually so good. But in order for the mine to actually do damage, we need to have a Moab balloon. If we don't have a Moab balloon, then that's when the balloons make it really, really far. And also the super mine really doesn't do very much damage at all, to be honest. Like it strips off like one layer from Moab balloons, and it does the same thing with BFBs as well. But watch, as soon as we deploy another one of the mega mines, like all of these balloons are going to get annihilated. There we go. Perfect. Now we just need to buy the Banana Central, and now that we have the Banana Central, let's go ahead and start saving up for the Permabrew. Well, actually, before we buy the brew, let's go ahead and buy a support Chinook. That way we can go ahead and move the Permabrew as soon as it buffs our Brickel Pickle. All right, so we should have enough money for our Permabrew, and there we go. Now it's brewed. All right, so now we'll go ahead and move the Permabrew out of range of the balloons. And now that we have our Brickel Pickle Permabrewed, let's go ahead and start going for like a homeland defense. That way our Brickel Pickle has a little bit more of a buffing tower. Now one thing that you guys said in the comments is that when I stack the Call to Arms and Homeland Defense, the Call to Arms will actually overtake the Homeland Defense. So I think this time I'm not going to buy any Call to Arms because you guys said that it actually hurts more than helps. So we'll go ahead and just buy the Homeland Defense this time, and then we'll also end up buying the Ultra Boost as well. All right, so there's our Ultra Boost. So let's go ahead and start Ultra Boosting our Brickel Pickle. Man, it feels weird. Like, I always thought like the Call to Arms and Homeland Defense stack. I never realized like the Call to Arms and Homeland Defense don't stack. So now that we have our Ultra Boost, we have our Brickel Pickle Permabrewed, we have our Homeland Defense. The rest of the money that we're going to be getting is we're just going to be spending it all on getting Brickel Pickle up to level 20. Then after we get Brickel Pickle up to level 20, we'll go ahead and sell all of our farms because we don't need anything else, right? Also, let's go ahead and get rid of our Heli Pilot as well. Yeah, now that she's level 19, she's doing way more damage. Like before, I was a little bit worried about these ceramic balloons, but now like that our Brickel Pickle's level 20 now, she's actually doing really, really well. Now, it's really unfortunate that Brickel Pickle doesn't have any Pierce, because if she had Pierce, like she would do so much more damage, right? Now, guys, I'm really curious, what round do you guys think that Brickel Pickle will actually be able to make it to? Now, personally, I don't think Brickel Pickle's gonna be able to like keep up with the other heroes, and I think at max she'll be able to make it up to round 140 up against the reinforced bad balloon. I think once we start going up against a reinforced bad, that's when Brickel Pickle's gonna like fall behind. But who knows, I was wrong about Quincy, and I could be wrong about Brickel Pickle too, and Brickel Pickle could end up making it all the way up until like round 190. So while our Brickel Pickle is trying her hardest to make it to late game, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. That being said, if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload daily BT6 content. But anyways, guys, so there's not really too much to see right now. We already have all the buffs on our Brickel Pickle, so I'll go ahead and fast forward up until probably round 98, because round 98 might be the first round where our Brickel Pickle starts to like fall behind. If she's still doing really well, maybe I'll bring you guys back on round 100. All right, guys, so here we are on round 98. I almost forgot to mention I ended up buying myself an Energizer to reduce the cooldown of our Brickel Pickle. And to be honest, guys, I don't think Brickel Pickle is going to be able to make it very far at all. Especially on the rounds where like we're starting to get like more and more balloons. Like the only thing that's really saving her are the Mega Mines. And as soon as we get to the later rounds where one Mega Mine isn't enough to take down all of the balloons, and we hit like the max amount of Mega Mines that we can drop per round, then I feel like that's when our Brickel Pickle is actually going to lose. So round 100, our Brickel Pickle isn't struggling at all. The balloons are making it really far, but as soon as that Mega Mine is dropped, then like the balloons are pretty much instantly dealt with, right? This is gonna be so satisfying. Dude, our Brickel Pickle just annihilated that big massive rush of DDT balloons. Man, like Brickel Pickle may not be like the best hero to like solo a game mode, but it's always so satisfying to watch when she drops her big mine and you just see all of the Moab balloons get annihilated. It's so cool. Well, actually, I say annihilated, but her big mine only strips off like one layer from Moab balloons. Like it'll take a ZOMG down to a BFB down to a Moab balloon, and a Moab balloon down to ceramic balloons. Oh, dude, on round 108, Brickel Pickle's Mega Mine no longer one-shots reinforced ZOMGs. That's kind of rough, because now that she no longer one-shots ZOMGs, that's gonna be really bad news. Like, I may have to take back my earlier statement of her being able to make it to round 140 if she's already starting to struggle with reinforced ZOMGs with her Mega Mines. This is so cool to watch. Like, it's so satisfying just seeing all these Moab balloons go in like a perfect circle. So currently on round 114, our Brickel Pickle has 6.4 million pops. So she's not doing bad, but she's just taking forever to pop all of these balloons. As soon as these ceramic balloons and DDT balloons are fast to the point where they can do like laps before her Mega Mine can get off a cooldown, that's when I feel like we're gonna lose. Because these DDT balloons, and there's like a bunch of them, they're doing like, I want to say anywhere between like 10 to like 12 laps before they're finally popped. Like, look at that DDT balloon, guys. It went so far. Oh no, guys, we ended up losing on round 131 to ceramic balloons. I knew we were gonna lose to ceramics because our Brickel Pickle, no matter how fast she could shoot, like once she got overwhelmed with ceramic balloons, then there was pretty much gonna be a GG's. I mean, look, there's not really too much that we can do with 450 ceramic balloons. So she actually didn't even make it as far as I thought she would. Well, nonetheless, she still did a pretty good job for a tower that's supposed to be a support hero. So let's go ahead and take a look at Brickel Pickle's pop count. So for her pop count, she only managed to get 14,648,000. So she didn't do good, but she didn't do terrible either. So currently for the rankings, we have a Brickel Pickle in 4th place on round 131. We have Sada in 3rd place on round 158. We have Quincy in 2nd place on round 188. And we have Churchill taking the lead in 1st place with round 190. But anyways, dudes, that's gonna do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload daily BT6 content. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.